Welcome to the deep dive. We take sources, research, articles, all sorts of things, and try to pull out the surprising facts, the essential insights. And today, well, the source material is really something else. It's excerpts from a review of, get this, goat yoga in a haunted house.
Yeah. Just let that sink in for a sec.
Nice. Goat yoga, that's supposed to be, calm, wellness, cute animals. And then haunted houses, pure adrenaline, scares, suspense. How do these two completely different trends even end up in the same event?
Well, that's kind of the mission for this deep dive, isn't it? To unpack the absurdity, really. But maybe also find some deeper meaning in what the reviewers called an event designed for athletic failure, mild trauma, and farm animals.
It makes you wonder why people seek this stuff out. What's it say about us wanting these, mashed up experiences?
It's fascinating. It pushes boundaries. And this idea of trend fusion, it's not just random. It's often about creating something novel, something marketable that taps into our curiosity.
Okay, so let's paint the picture from the review. Jamie and Alex, the reviewers, they walk into this place. It's described as an abandoned mansion.
Classic haunted house setup.
Totally. Creaky floorboards, flickering lights, the works, and then the detail that just grounds it all, the faint smell of goat pee.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Apparently, they even smelled it in the Uber on the way there, which is quite the intro.
Right. That immediately tells you you're not in for a standard yoga class or a standard haunting. It sets a tone, a very specific, deliberately weird tone.
And then the instructor.
Yes, the instructor. Described as wearing flowing robes and having this cryptic enthusiasm.
Cryptic enthusiasm, I like that. And she whispers this advice, open your chakras.
Yeah.
And beware the goat of misfortune.
Which is brilliant, isn't it? Taking yoga speak, chakras, energy points, and twisting it. Instead of calm, it's like ominous. Beware the goat. It's breaking expectations right from the start.
And the experience itself sounds like it delivered on the chaos. Jamie mentioned a goat named Lucifer.
Lucifer, of course.
Just staring into their soul during warrior pose. Apparently, they haven't slept since.
I can almost picture that. Intense.
And then Alex is doing tree pose and boom! A chandelier falls.
No.
Seriously.
Seriously. And Alex's explanation, a ghost was mad about our form.
Okay, that's actually hilarious. The deadpan delivery must have been something.
And naturally, because there are goats, one of them just ate a yoga mat.
You almost expect that one, don't you? Compared to falling chandeliers and soul-staring goats.
Right. But these moments, these chaotic bits, they seem to be the whole point.
Exactly. It's what makes it memorable. These incidents aren't bugs. They're features. It's about creating friction, unpredictability. Because we remember stories, especially the weird ones, the ones with, mild peril or just sheer absurdity. So the athletic failure, the mild trauma, that becomes the story.
So where you tell later.
Precisely. It's social currency. In this experience economy we live in, sometimes the story is worth more than the actual pleasantness of the experience itself, which maybe explains the ghost part. Jamie claimed to be possessed by a Victorian ghost named Margaret who disapproves of modern sports bras.
Okay, now that's specific. Margaret, the fashion critic ghost.
And apparently Margaret still won't stop judging my fashion choices. It makes the haunting feel almost personal. Comical.
It does. It totally humanizes it. It makes the whole spooky thing less threatening and more, part of this weird shared joke.
Right.
It's controlled discomfort. You're pushing boundaries, but in a way that's kind of funny. Low stakes, but definitely high narrative. You get a great story out of Margaret.
So the whole thing, this intense 45 minutes, it ends with them reaching, and I quote, inner peace or possibly hypothermia.
That sums it up perfectly, doesn't it? Yeah. That mix of trying for serenity, but maybe just ending up cold and bewildered. The paradox is the point.
So after all that, the goat yoga, the ghost, the chandelier, what did they actually think? The final reviews are quite something.
Let's hear it.
Goat yoga, 2 out of 5 stars.
Okay, not great.
But with the note, what you to get again, but maybe with ghost insurance.
Ghost insurance. I love that. So despite the low score, there's a willingness to go back for more.
Seems like it. But the haunted house part itself, only 1 star.
Ouch. Why so low?
Because, apparently, Margaret the ghost was still judging the fashion choices. That seemed to be the main takeaway.
So the haunting was perhaps too effective, or at least too judgmental.
Maybe. It just shows that gap, doesn't it, between the idea and the lived reality, even when the reality is meant to be bizarre. So yeah, this deep dive into goat yoga in a haunted house. It's been a trip. exploring this extreme trend, fusion, the weirdness, the humor.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like what looks like just chaos is actually maybe a pretty carefully crafted experience, designed for stories, designed to be talked about.
It definitely leaves us with something to think about, and maybe a question for you listening right now. In a world where people are out there seeking inner peace or possibly hypothermia, what does an experience like this really tell us about our modern search for something? Novelty, authenticity, or is it just about finding controlled discomfort?
Yeah, and how much does the story matter? Are we willing to endure a one-star haunting or a goat-induced trauma just to have an unforgettable narrative to share? How far do we push those boundaries?
Something to ponder.